Welcome to today's very important video on what are the 5 critical things you should know before you file your income tax returns. I'm your host, Dr.CA.Abhishek Murali, and today's video is brought to you by the All India Taxpayers Association. So, being the return filing season, I'm sure all of you are looking forward to filing your return of income. And please note that there are some very critical things you should know, or 5 key documents and 5 key things you should keep in hand before you file the income tax returns. The first one is the Form 16. All salaried persons, when they are submitting the information with their employer, the employer at the end of the year, after the year finishes, after March, likely in the months of May or June, will provide all their employees with what is called a Form 16. This Form 16 is a summary of all your different types of receipts you have got from the employer. It could be allowances, it could be your basic pay, it could be your leave travel allowance, house rent allowance, education allowance. All of these details will be summarized in a very simple manner in this Form 16. The Form 16 will also have information of what are your tax deductions, LIC payments, PPF payments, Provident Fund payments. All of these will be summarized and given in your Form 16. But the most important thing to note is the Form 16 will only have what information you have given to your employer. So please note, if you have not given certain information, suppose you have a house, you are getting rental income from the house, your employer obviously will not know that. You have not given the information about that rental income. So he will deduct only on the salary portion based on what information he has. So the Form 16 will only have information available with the employer if you have not given any additional information. So the first critical document you need to keep in hand is the Form 16. What about other documents? Number two, you have something known as the annual information statement and the tax information summary. This is a latest development which was launched by the income tax department less than 6 months back, and now it is going to play a very critical role when filing your return of income. There are so many taxpayers across the country where they simply file the return of income based on the Form 16. As I told you, your Form 16 will have all your employment related information, salary received, allowances, deductions, etc. But it will not have information such as the savings bank interest you are getting, fixed deposit interest you are getting, dividend income that you are getting, any rent you are receiving, cash deposits, business income. All these details will not be found in your Form 16. With the introduction of the AIS and TIS, this AIS and TIS is a summary of the information collected by the income tax department, not from you. It's about you, collected from various other sources, the sub registrar, other taxpayers, banks, various traveling authorities, passport offices, your tenant who is staying in your house. All of these persons are giving information about you to the income tax department, which is summarized and presented in the AIS and TIS. So whoever was filing a simple Form 16 based filing, please be aware, my dear friends, you will definitely get notices from the income tax unless you ensure you disclose all these information. Because whether you give it or not, now the income tax has this information about you. So this AIS and TIS can be found on the income tax portal itself, and it will have all the information about each assessee. So please ensure that you go through this before you file the return of income. Point number three, your Form 26AS. Your Form 26AS is obviously a very important document. It has all the tax income that you are getting and whatever deductions have been made on these tax incomes as well. So therefore, the TDS, whatever self-assessment tax, advance tax, TCS, everything will be reported in this Form 26AS. Now, some people may think already AIS has so much information. What about your Form 26AS? Please note, AIS and TIS has information about your income, whereas your Form 26AS has the information about your tax as well. How much is the tax you have paid? How much is the tax deducted? All this information is available in your Form 26AS. Now, why is this important? is because sometimes some employers or maybe certain other authorities by mistake, either by inadvertence, sometimes can be deliberate, sometimes can be an error, where instead of deducting the tax, they have deducted from your name, but they have not remitted it against your PAN number. So when you see your tax deducted at source each month, your salary is being received after deducting tax. But when you see the 26 AS, the amount will be very less. In these scenarios, you must check the 26 AS and share it with your employer and ask them to correct that mistake or correct that error. And only then you should file your return of income. The next critical one, capital gains statement. You must be aware that when you have any sale of shares, sale of immovable properties, or any mutual funds, etc., you earn capital gains on the sale. It can be short term or it can be long term. Now, not many persons who invest in the market maintain a historical value. I purchased a share today, I purchased it for so much price, I'm selling it after 8 years, 9 years. Many people don't maintain at what price I purchased, they will forget it. So you have to get in touch with whoever is your share broker or whoever is your demat account holder, your CDSL, NSDL, KFintech, whoever it is. You get in touch with them and you request for a capital gain statement. They will be able to pull it out for you and give you the full capital gain statement. Please submit this capital gain statement to your chartered accountant when he's filing your income tax returns. The reason being, the capital gains has various different tax rates. It has 15%, it has 10%, it has 30%, it has slab rate, it has 20% with indexation, 10% without indexation. So many different tax rates are there. So please ensure that you get the appropriate capital gain statement and furnish all this information correctly so that your return of income can be filed properly. Point number 5, Aadhaar linking and bank account information. Please note, linking of your Aadhaar is mandatory now. They have extended the last date by some time. But still, if you have an Aadhaar, ensure you link it with your PAN and file it in the income tax website. And also ensure you furnish all the details of all your bank accounts. Not only which account I want my refund to come, but all the bank accounts that you have. You must give the information of that. What is the account number, IFSC code, and whether it is a savings bank account, current account, all these details have to be furnished in your return of income. And of course, bonus tip, most importantly, if you are unsure of anything or you need guidance, please ensure you seek professional advice instead of filing an incorrect return. So I hope these 5 tips have been very, very useful for you. And I wish you a great day and enjoy filing your return of income. Thank you.